Good afternoon mga higala. I'm back and nag-wait ko sa ato ang guest for today, no? I hope he's here. Oh, na siya. Hi! Hello.
Hello everyone. So my name is Brian and I'm here to talk about the environment.
Anyway, we have a different topic for today. Brian here has a different advocacy.
It's actually two advocacies. One being reforestation project, mainly headed by EDC, and another one being an environmental stability project by Greenpeace Philippines.
Okay, tell me about the first advocacy that you're in.
It all starts with a certain trailer that has been released by EDC, wherein they're trying to raise awareness about their main program, which is a program called BINHE, a reforestation program in the Philippines, and I believe the biggest reforestation programs in the country at the moment. I like the purpose of the program also because it raises awareness on
The environment.
the environment and like projects that normally we aren't directly taught in like basic level education or even in like higher education. And I found it interesting, Doc, like just the whole concept of, the Philippines is like a tropical country with lots of tree species. But most of the time, we don't even know our own like native tree species that might even be endangered, or the efforts that many people already have put in to try to preserve these species, these kinds of trees. So,
Oh, that's nice.
it's that kind of mystery that sort of like enticed me in front of me.
Yes. So, not by specific na place where the reforestation is.
There are actually many places. You have one which is a huge area in Lake Balinsasayat.
Ah.
Yeah, so in that general area there, like just surrounding the Twin Lakes. So that whole area, there's like a large number of native tree species there. It's like around 96 or so tree species that they're trying to save in that general area or all around. But generally, because it's headed by the Energy Development Corporation, stationed in Valencia, so more or less their operations are around Valencia and then just around, I guess, Negros Oriental, but it also goes national.
National.
I know that the corporation itself, in terms of that first advocacy or the first program that I'm trying to raise awareness of, I believe that it's been in function. I believe they've been functioning for quite some time now. I believe more than a decade already. I believe it stretches back to the 90s, I believe, and like the attempt to learn more about renewable energy and reforestation in the Philippines.
That's nice. How about the second advocacy that you're promoting?
Generally speaking, I believe that both of them are very worth it projects. A very interesting step to take would be not only raising awareness, but sort of like, involving the local communities.
Wow, that's nice.
That's, I believe so, because I really like, personally as well, like from what I know about projects and programs, usually there's like this disconnect when it comes to connecting like a local community to like a corporate-led project or even like an NGO-led project, because like the community doesn't really care much. So what I like about most of these programs is that the intention is good and like the process is also quite good. But yeah, the second, simply speaking, Doc, the second advocacy, the one led by Greenpeace PH, is essentially to target all kinds of environmental problems in the Philippines and try to put solutions there. What we're really trying to aim for here, or what the organization, I believe, through my own interpretation, is trying to aim for, is that simple things that, things that we're also taught in school and then things that we carry on after, we can still apply it now, and these are things that we should not forget. And in essence, if we come together as a group, we can sort of keep each other in check and continuously try to remain and maintain that sort of progressive lifestyle that sort of, prioritizes the environment and its stability. So just your regular things, Doc, like the whole maintaining the environment by thinking cautiously about what to do, like before you could commute instead of driving yourself, or just get your vehicles checked at an emission center, conserve energy in many forms, water, electricity, etc. Bring your own bag when you go shopping, or just minimize your waste of food and plastics. It's really simple stuff, and it's just trying to burn that into people's memories so that in turn, you know, when we remember those things, they become part of our lifestyle and they don't just become like a second thought. Instead, we mostly just think of personal actions or like personal activities that we would like to maintain for ourselves, but oftentimes we fail to see the, you know, the greater picture of like the consequences. And I guess that's also why sometimes you need like this, in a way, support group to try to like sort of get you into that sort of mindset more easily. You know, you don't really need to be an activist to follow them.
Yeah.
They're very simple steps. Well, you have basic guidelines also that if you want, you can check out on them. If you want to follow, or if you want to read on the page, which is Greenpeace PH. That's essentially it. And then everything is there. The history of the organization, you have the programs that they help create, or the different acts that they help lobby and support, such as the Clean Air Act, or like the Ecological Waste Management Act, etc., etc. And then, you know, just basic guidelines on how to be environmentally efficient in the new normal, to make that new normal a better normal. Have guidelines also there. And then also, Doc, if you want, I invite you, Doc, or I invite anybody, your colleagues, your friends, or anybody just watching. My friends probably too. But if you want, you could also support us by being a volunteer, or these are the two ways: by being a volunteer or by being a donor. Because Greenpeace PH, it's an NGO which is non-profit because it's independent, so it doesn't really rely on the funding from a corporation or the government. So instead, we're relying on, true to the idea that you have to involve local communities, just, you know, people power essentially.
Okay. That's nice. So, manawagan na sa itong higala din na to, you know, support this kind of movement. Okay, this is a non-profit organization, again, like Brian said. Those who are passionate enough, you know, wanted to support this kind of beautiful movement for the environment.
Yeah, I guess if you really want to join, you can just contact us on the Greenpeace PH on the website. You can email us, or essentially we have contact numbers also there. And then it's very easy to get into contact with one of us. And, you know, because we really rely on people power here, it would be absolutely like excellent and super duper duper helpful to try to get our future projects, you know, rolling, so that, you know, our communities will also be better. And then instead of just leaving those, you know, environmental standards to having better stability as afterthoughts, you know, they become sort of part of our character.
Yes.
That's
It's
really
really nice.
But help us through donations, or if you want to volunteer, please contact any one of us out there. Definitely there will be somebody ready to respond to you.
Alright. Thank you once again, Brian. So that's it. Bye.